Hi, thank you, Jen and Mary. By the way, Miss Jen is a certified single and available. Di ba? So good evening, everyone. And we're back no, sa ating life hacks. Life doesn't have to be that hard. So tonight, no, we will be, since it's our first time for this year, 2021, so I do believe that we need to go back to the basics. So this topic for tonight is really very basic, but the most important thing that we need to learn and understand so that we can really know have this enjoyable and fulfilling, satisfying life. So we entitled this topic Pinpointing Your Purpose. So I'm gonna share most of my testimony or experience, no, the time that I understood and I answered that question, why am I here? The moment that I understand that purpose or question, I was able to really focus and I was able to um, discover the very meaning of my life. And of course, I am so excited to share to you tonight the purpose why we are here and why we are so passionate and why we're so excited, no, to do the things that do the things that we are doing right now. So, according to Dr. Miles Monroe, one of the author that we really love and followed, he said that death is not the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but those who doesn't have purpose. No, so it is really very important to discover our purpose of existence. Otherwise, we will not be excited to wake up every morning. So discovering our purpose gives us the reason to be excited, to go to work, to see our family members, to see our friends, and of course to wake up every morning rather than going to a job to pay the bills. So the good news about purpose is that God already built you with the talents and ability to accomplish it. So, built in na, kumbaga. But a lot of people doesn't know it. And even I myself before, for the past how many years, I didn't know that I was built for something. I was built to accomplish, my assignment. So God never demanded anything from His creation that He didn't already build into it. That is why it is very important not just to understand our purpose of existence, but of course to know the reason and the purpose why we are here. You already have what you need to be who you are and accomplish the purpose of which you were born. So, in this particular topic, we need to be attentive and we need to be ready to renew our mind, our thinking. Otherwise, we cannot really truly grasp kung ano yung pinaka goal ng ating message tonight. So, yeah, this is the question, why am I here? And I do believe that a lot of people has been asking this question, even I myself before. And this is the very reason why we start to do this series or webisode to start the year 2021 so that we can really move forward in spite of what is happening right now in our society or around us. You need to ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I in this company? Why am I in this family? So everything has a purpose and everything has a reason. Again, as what our host tonight has been said, that nothing is by an accident. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. And our existence has a reason. And that purpose, that reason must be discovered so that we will be passionate in what we do and we will be excited. So, it is very important to discover the answer to this foundational question. Ask me why. Because if you don't know the answer of that particular question, you will not be able to take the first step to living a fulfilling and satisfying life. And I do believe that all of us wanted to be happy. And that's exactly what our Maker wants us to see us, to be happy, to be joyful, and not fearful. No, so I've been before this revelation, I was really running my life on my own, and I was depressed, and I was harassed, and I really don't know what to do, even though at the time I'm so busy, I am preoccupied in making money, getting rich, and wanted to become, a good wife and a good mother. But it seems like that dreams, no, hindi madaling abutin because I really don't know the purpose why I'm doing this. Because that particular dream is just for myself and for my family. But there is greater purpose, no, na dapat nating ma-discover, and that is upon discovering who made us, because siya lang talaga ang may alam kung bakit niya tayo ginawa, no. So it is not just doing the routinary, ano yung mga ginagawa natin day by day, but learning the purpose and understanding the purpose why we are doing it makes us yung parang not just comfortable but really be excited. So it is very important to discover the answer to this foundational question. Again, balikan ko lang kasi para mailagay talaga sa ating mind and sa ating heart. What is purpose? Ano yung definition ng purpose? Bakit siya ganun ka-importante? Bakit kailangan natin maintindihan at maisabuhay kung ano yung purpose ng ating existence? So, basically, ito yung truths of purpose na dapat natin maintindihan tonight. Number one is that purpose is the original intent. Ano yung, like for example, ano yung original intent ng cellphone? Bakit na-imbento yung cellphone? Basically, cellphone is for communication. But along the way, no, nag-progress siya kasi ang dami nang pwedeng magawa, especially if you have a smartphone. It is not just an ordinary keypad cellphone, but basically, when you talk about cellphone, ang original intent talaga niyan is for communication. So, clear siya ba? Now, your existence, my existence, has a reason, has an original intent. Yun yung kailangan natin i-discover. Another definition of purpose is reason for existence, and also desired end result. No? Bakit may upuan? Bakit may television? Bakit may rice cooker? Bakit may microwave oven? Bakit may bahay? Anong purpose ng bahay? No, ano ang purpose ng sasakyan? So, one of the definition of purpose is the desired end result, na makita mo kung ano yung purpose, bakit mo ginawa yung isang bagay or bakit mo ginawa yung isang bagay. Another definition is the end from beginning. Na masabi mo talaga, na-serve niya talaga yung purpose niya. Hanggang nasira siya, hanggang bumigay siya yung upuan. For how many years? Ulan-init, tapos inuupuan hanggang nag-break out siya. Na-serve yung purpose ng upuan. But the question is, are you fulfilling your purpose? Na-serve ba yung purpose? Bakit ka nandyan sa company? Bakit ka nandyan sa family na yan? Bakit ka nandito? At bakit buhay ka pa hanggang ngayon? So you cannot answer that unless you will discover who your maker is and what's the reason why he made you. So anyway, tapos na po yung topic natin dyan, and we will be focusing on the definition of purpose and paano natin i-discover yung ating purpose. Another definition of purpose is the original will or counsel of the manufacturer. Ano yung intention? Ano yung original will ng manufacturer, ng maker? Another truth of purpose, one of the truths of purpose is that the motivation for God's creation, intention, motivation, original will. So, sana mag-grasp natin, sana maintindihan natin yung definition ng purpose. Another is the meaning and fulfillment to creation. So, without knowing your purpose, you will never be happy and you will never be fulfilled. That's how important purpose is. And lastly, but not the least, another definition of purpose is your measure of success. All of us wanted to become successful in all aspect no, sa ating buhay. But you cannot measure your success until you will discover your purpose. Kaya, ang daming tao no, sa mundo, o sabihin na lang natin dito sa Davao, hindi matapos-tapos ng kanyang masteral, hindi matapos-tapos ng kanyang education, hindi matapos-tapos, hindi makontento sa isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, 10 negosyo. Or hindi makontento sa isang asawa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. So, you know, you cannot measure your success until you will discover your purpose. Why you are doing these things and why you are here and why you are still alive for this particular season. You know, let's go back to the book of beginning. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, it says, God's original intent is for mankind to have dominion over earth. So, we discover the answer of the questions why our Maker, our God, created human being. So this is the answer of that question, that He made mankind, He manufactured us, no, to dominate, to govern, to manage earth. And we already discussed that last year, one of our webisode. No, I hope you can go back and rewatch the video in our DMR page. The definition of dominion, no, the purpose, and the intention why He has given us that gift of dominion. So dominion simply means management. Dominion simply means in the Hebrew word manlaka or rada, management, manage, govern, rule. No, but not to human beings, but to the resources kung ano yung meron sa earth. So yun yung ating pinaka-purpose, and that is why we are bound to success. We are bound to take full control even in our circumstances. We are bound to be happy, we are bound to be successful because that's the original intent, that's the original purpose of our manufacturer, of our Maker, and that is God. So we are called to dominate earth and the resources of it. You are created to dominate resources in your area of giftings, no? So lahat po tayo may kanya-kanyang mga talents, potentials, no? If you watch the clips earlier, sabi doon, one of your list, talent is cooking. Why don't you go back and start cooking? Something like that. So, do not be discouraged if nawalan ka ng work, if natanggal ka, or nawalan ka ba ng something very important, because you can still discover more and activate and start doing it. If you are not happy anymore of what you are doing, then you can shift to other things that will make you happy and satisfy as long as it is purposeful. So your area of gifting is your designated area of dominion. I want to repeat this statement again. Your area of gifting is your designated area of dominion and the key to your leadership. So for example, if you really love cooking, then go for culinary. Open your restaurant. And then you start to work in the restaurant, and then as you are learning, as you will learn there, you can open and start your own business. No, if your area, if your talents is, hosting or editing or multimedia, come on, you develop it. And then that's your area of influence. That's your area. That's your assigned designated area of dominion. No, I will explain later to you because we cannot go into details about dominion kasi we have a very limited time. But hopefully next week we divided this purpose into 2 or 3 sessions so that we can really understand. And of course, we also have panelists with us to testify of their journey of having the understanding of purpose of their existence. So later they will be sharing. They will share their own journey. So you need to discover your natural gifting. So that's the first step. So that you will you will start to really position yourself in the word dominion. So what you are born you need to discover that giftings or what you are born to do. So yun yung ating, I know it's a process, hindi siya madali. Like for me, I know I have talents. I know how to sing, I know how to dance, I know how to cook, no, but I know that there's a lot more that I need to discover. And as you have this self-discovery, mas makikita mo kung saan ka nag-enjoy, kung saan mo siya ma-serve, kung saan ka nag-excel. And then it will become your asset. You will become an asset, no, either to the company, to the family, and then that asset, that influence will create an impact, and that impact or that influence will allow you to take dominion. So, magiging tawag nito, highly in demand. So, discover your passion, the thing you love to do, and would do it all day long, even if nobody paid you to do it. You know what? I'm so proud and I'm so honored and blessed to be part of this Destiny Marketplace Radical and to have a team of multimedia, technical, and leaders who are so passionate and committed. No? Clap naman kayo dyan sa ating mga volunteers po ito sila lahat because it is their passion. But you know what? Even our multimedia, our hosts, they are educators, they are accountants, CPA, they are professionals in their own field, but they love doing technical and media, multimedia, and hosting as part of their giftings and talents, and they serve it for free and with passion and with excellence. Why? Because they understood that they have to serve their giftings to the world, and that's what makes us happy and fulfilled. It's for free. So, that is why I challenge you to discover your passion, the things that you love to do, na kahit walang bayad, you're excited to do it. So, to discover your purpose is to understand what you were created to contribute to the world. To understand what you were created to contribute to the world. The solution that you were created to bring. Remember, you are not the problem. You are the problem solver. That is why be excited to do the self-discovery. That's the first step. We need to do the self-discovery. But next week, we will be tackling about, or we will be talking about that self-discovery, the steps, the principles, on how to really discover our purpose in life. So, your fulfillment in life is dependent on becoming and doing what you were born to be and do, not others' expectations of you. As you can see in our teaser, no? Pagod na siya pero hindi siya makawala-wala. Ilang years na siya sa company and he's not happy anymore. And that is why he was being reminded of his other talents and giftings. The things that he loved to do. I don't know what you are going through right now. I don't know what's your condition. Maybe you are already tired in your company, in what you are doing, whatsoever. But, as soon as you will hear this session, start to reflect, start to process, and start to do something. Act and connect to the people who invited you to watch this and to join in our life hacks tonight, so that that person who invited you will help you discover your purpose. In the book of Psalms 139, 13, 14, it is so clear, that we are formed. It says, for you were formed my inward parts. You formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. Actually, this is David acknowledging the manufacturer, the maker who created him. Wonderfully, perfectly made by our maker. For what? For what purpose? To have dominion. To take governance. To have governance, self-governance, to rule, to manage earth. So without purpose that is bigger than yourself, now you discover your purpose. Maybe alam mo na, alam ko bakit ako nandito sa company. Dahil magaling ako. They need me. But it's beyond that. You need to discover beyond that understanding. Because without purpose that is bigger than yourself, yung parang malula ka, wow, world changer ako. You are more likely to serve only yourself. Kung ganito kaliit lang yung purpose sa mga ginagawa mo, you are more likely to serve only yourself. But we are called to serve our purpose bigger than ourselves. No, look at the people like Nelson Mandela, no? Nagiging famous because the purpose that they serve is greater than their personal purpose, no? I mean, sa kanilang dream, personal dream. Martin Luther Jr., no? And of course, yung mga nag-imbento ng ating ilaw, nag-imbento ng ating eroplano, no? They started with small. No, not just for themselves, but for the world, to serve the world, their talents and their giftings. How about Bill Gates? How about the owner of Apple? No, they see the bigger picture, the purpose, why they built the computer, the Mac, the Apple. So without purpose, abuse is inevitable. Balik-balik ho natin ito na binabanggit. Without purpose, abuse is inevitable. Isipin mo yung microwave, hindi mo alam kung paano gamitin. Saksakan mo kaya ng mga kutsara at tinidor na mga metal, anong mangyari? Try nyo po. You have to read the manual of that microwave oven. You have to read the manual of your car. You have to read the manual of your cell phone so that you can maximize the use of it. Know the purpose. Because without purpose, abuse is inevitable. Masisira mo lang and it might kill you, no? Pag hindi mo alam kung para saan. Abuse means to use something in a way that is opposite to what is intended. The reason why a lot of people, committed suicide because they really don't know their purpose. Because if alam lang nila kung ano yung purpose nila sa buhay nila, hindi talaga mag-sink in sa mind nila to commit suicide. So, they ended up killing themselves. And that's the most dangerous. That is why Dr. Miles Monroe said that the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but it is life without purpose. So, grabe, no? Kaya kailangan alamin talaga natin. So, just like, for example, cocaine, no? Cocaine is really a medicinal herb. And it is used for pain remedy. But if you don't know the purpose of cocaine, it will really kill you. And that is happening around us. How about the purpose of having a big house? Why do you want a big house? Why do you want a big car, a 7-seater's car? Why do you need a cell phone, a smartphone? You really need to see the purpose. I need a big house because I am hospitable. A lot of people are coming to our house and wanted to sleep, and that is why I need more rooms for our house. You have to know the purpose why you need something. That's the important thing. So purpose determines the design. Psalms 139:14 again, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, my soul knows it very well. So kailangan maintindihan natin yung purpose determines the design. Let's say the Mac, the Apple, MacBook or iPhone 12. Designed dyan for that particular model, no? Dahil ang purpose, gusto ni Apple na makiuso sa trending ng high-tech na photography. So yun ang hinighlight. May design siya na magandang ilang cameras kasi yun yung trending, yung mabenta. Alam niyo yun? So, kailangan maintindihan natin na yung design, built-in yun, kung ano yung purpose ng isang gamit or isang bagay. So, you are created in a dominion class. Take note of this. You are created in a dominion class. Hindi class B, class C, hindi ukay-ukay, hindi ho, but dominion class. Hindi ho class A, dominion class. Higher than anything else in the world. You are created. Kaya huwag natin sayangin yung ating buhay. Purpose determines the design. Therefore, the design and features of a product are inherent. Built-in po. You are equipped to fulfill your purpose. And that is why we're so excited to discover more of that giftings, potentials, and talents. Kasi alam namin, marami pang hindi na ilabas. Right? So, with your purpose comes vision, planning. which requires resources. And this is the good news. Gusto ko na mag-advance. No? That in every vision, there's always provision. And our maker, our manufacturer, is obligated to provide us the resources. All you have to do is just discover that giftings, talents, know the purpose, understand the purpose, and you will see, you will have the vision, you will see your destination, and you will start to plan according to the vision, according to the purpose that we have. And then you will be amazed. Resources will just come. Because our Maker is obligated, 5 minutes na lang, Pastora, obligated to provide for us to accomplish that purpose and vision that He intended. Proverbs 16:1. Go ahead and make all the plans you want, but it's the Lord who will ultimately direct your steps. Are you tired? Are you weary? Pagod ka na ba sa kapalpakan kasi you do it on your own? Come on. Ask your Maker. Read your manual. What's the purpose? What's my purpose? Why I'm here? When I'm doing this? Why I'm opening another business again? Why I'm doing online, something like that? So, ask your manufacturer. Ask your Maker. And He will direct your steps. God is obligated to supply the resources that He created you to do. He will only get involved with the plans you have that relate to His purpose for your life. That is why tonight, you have to ask yourself, why am I here? Kung alam mo na bakit ka nandyan, then you ask your Maker, ito bang mga plano ko, Lord? Ito ba yung mga ginagawa ko ngayon, Lord? Align ba ito sa purpose mo? Kasi otherwise, He will not provide. He will not give you success. That's the reality. So do not waste your time. Your purpose is not only meant for you, but once it is being accomplished, it will solve humanity's problem. Wow! I've heard one of our leaders' son, gusto niya talagang mag-invento at mag-assemble ng own car dito sa Philippines. Kasi I think wala pa tayo. I don't know if we have multi-cab or something, but he wants to create a very unique design car made in the Philippines. Wow, go for it. And he's still on his, I think, 11th year. No, and I'm so blessed. Malay mo, ikaw yung magiging proud ang Pilipinas dahil sa invention mo na bagong car na walang gasolina. Pwede ba yun? Tubig na lang. Or you might be the one, no, ikaw yung makadiscover ng good vaccine para sa ating pandemic ngayon. So you are only as wealthy as your life assignment. That is why discover your purpose and discover what you are called to do. Make a plan and then commit that plan to the manufacturer, to our Maker, to our God. Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord completely and do not rely on your own opinions. With all your heart, rely on Him to guide you and He will lead you in every decision you make. You're only successful if you accomplish God's purpose for your life. So tonight, this is what I want to leave to you. Discover your purpose.